Hi, I would like to go through how to do the Measure Up agency activity that you're going to be working on in class. When you look at the plan, you're going to notice there are tons of bullet points. I was trying to give a lot of instructions so you would know how to do it. So I decided I would make a video for it as well. So the first thing says plot your points from your agency rubric reflection, where 1 is going to be emerging and 4 is going to be advanced. So I want you to look at the rubric that you did during class yesterday, and you will see the one that I filled out for use effort to practice and grow. I said that I was developing in that on my example. And so for effort, I'm going to plot a point right there at the 2. Then I will move on to seeking challenge. For that one, I said I was a 3. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to plot a 3. And then I'm going to continue down the page. My next one says 2. My next one says 3. My next one says 2. And then I can flip it over on the back and I'm going to do all of these too. So you're going to have all these different points. Then you want to go through and you want to connect those points. Make sure you go in order, start at effort, and connect the points all the way across the board until you get to the impacting community. That's how you do number 1. So that's just going to be a quick snapshot of what your agency rubric looks like right now. Next, you're going to do kind of the same thing, except it's not how you graded yourself on where you're at right now, but how important the different categories are for you. And so when you look, 1 is the lowest importance and 4 is the highest. So thinking about on a scale of 1 to 4, how important is it that the CAPS Council members use effort to practice and grow? Is it super important that they practice and grow, or you're like, nah, I don't really care about that one? And so you'd plot a 1. Seeking challenge. How important is it that they're willing to seek challenge? So then you will plot your points. And again, once you get all 11 plotted, you're going to connect the dots to where it's going to make a fun little graph design. That one's on how important it is. So 1 is the lowest amount of importance, 4 is the highest. Then for number 3, you're going to choose candidates based on this list that you want to dive deeper into their agency to see how well they're going to match your agency platform. So I have them marked off here based on what class period you have math. And I think I have them all on here, but if I've missed 1 or 2, we'll kind of add as we go throughout the day. If you are a bridge student and you don't see your name, you need to let me know if you're planning on being a candidate so I can get you added before that class period. So period 3, these are the people that we have. So I'm asking that for this next part, you choose 5 different candidates. So if you're in my 3rd period, I know you are automatically doing these 4 candidates. Like you're going to look into these 4 candidates and you have to use those 4. And then out of everybody else, you can pick the 5th person that you're most interested in to learn more about their agency. Okay, so I want you to go through and you're going to circle which 5 that you're going to do this for. Then you're going to go onto the back. And on the back, you're going to plot all of these different graphs on the same graph so you can kind of compare everyone together. So you're going to put your importance. So your number 2, you're going to re-plot that on the back in black, okay? And then your 5 candidates, you're going to write their names out so we know which color matches with who. So this is kind of like you're creating the key of your graph. You will write their names out, and then you're going to go through and you're going to plot their agency on the graph as well. So then when we look at this, we're going to see 6 different graphs in 6 different colors, okay? If you're at home and you're like, oh my goodness, I do not want to have to make all of those points and connecting the lines, feel free to get out just a plain piece of paper and you can write the graph on the plain paper. Don't feel like you have to, 1, have a printer to print this out, or 2, spend forever making it look good with the formatting. So as long as you get the graph, you can always take a picture of it to submit it on It's Learning, okay? So you're probably wondering, well, how do I know the candidates' agencies? Well, in class on Monday, they all filled out a survey. And if they didn't, hopefully it'll be done before you have to do this. And so I have shared the responses with you. So if you look at It's Learning, somewhere in here, oh, maybe I haven't shared the responses. I will share the responses with you. And so you will have, see, I tried to, I just forgot to actually put the link. So I'll do that while in a minute. So when you look here, you are going to see all 15 of the candidates, and you will go through. And if you want to, I know Catherine Kreider is in my third period. So if you're in my third period class, you are going to put Catherine's name down for one of your colors. So we can make her red. So you'll put Catherine's name down, and then you're going to go through and you'll see that I made this really big and it's vertical. And so you're going to go through and plot her points in red. So like you would have yours in black because that's your importance, Catherine's in red, and you'll go through and do it to all 5 of the candidates. So you, again, have this shared with you, and this is the data that you are plotting on the back. Okay, please let me know if you have questions about that. Finally, once you have plotted all of their lines on the same graph, then what I want you to do is I want you to decide which candidate matches the best with your importance. Now, notice that that doesn't say which candidate are you voting for, okay? I'm asking which candidate matches best with your importance, okay? So I want you to write that candidate's name down. And then the second one is, did doing this activity help you narrow down your choices? Why or why not? So thinking about what you did and looking at everyone's agency, did it bring someone new to mind that maybe you'd want to vote for or work on their campaign for? Or did it surprise you? So I want you to talk to me here about how doing this activity helped you with their understanding who you're going to vote for based on their agency platform alone. Okay, that doesn't mean that's who you're voting for, but based on their agency platform. Again, please let me know if you have any questions. Bridge students, if you don't know what class period you're attached to me with, feel free to send me an It's Learning message and I can tell you that really quickly. So thanks for all you guys do.